Life Philosophies Unleashed.
Imagine, for just a moment, that everything you see, touch, and experience, every interaction you have with the world isn't quite what it seems. What if reality as we know it is simply a well-orchestrated illusion? You might think this sounds like a concept pulled straight from a sci-fi blockbuster, but in fact, this question has been asked by some of the most forward-thinking minds of our time. One of those minds was Michael Talbot, a brilliant writer and philosopher, whose groundbreaking idea suggests that the universe itself might be nothing more than a hologram. Yeah, that's right, a hologram, a projection of a much deeper, more mysterious layer of existence. Intrigued yet? Talbot's theory is not just a wild fantasy. It's a revolutionary concept that challenges the very foundation of how we understand reality. His theory of the holographic universe offers a new perspective, one that could change everything we think we know about life, consciousness, and even the very fabric of the cosmos. But if such a groundbreaking idea holds any truth, why didn't it immediately shake the scientific world to its core? Why did Talbot's proposal meet so much resistance? And more importantly, what are the implications for us and our understanding of reality? Before we dive deeper into Talbot's holographic universe theory, let's talk about the concept of a hologram itself. Picture a 3D image, like those cool ones that seem to pop out of cards or displays, right? That's a hologram. But here's where things get mind-boggling. If you were to cut a hologram into tiny pieces, each piece would still contain the entire image, not just a fragment of it. Even the smallest sliver holds the whole. This is where the connection to Talbot's theory begins to take shape. According to Talbot, the universe might work in a similar way. Every tiny piece of our universe, whether it's a grain of sand, a star in the sky, or even you, contains the whole universe within it. In other words, every part of the universe reflects the whole, just like a hologram. This concept flips the script on how we traditionally understand reality. We're used to seeing the world as a bunch of separate objects and events, disconnected from one another. But if Talbot is right, then everything, every person, every object, every atom is deeply interconnected, forming one vast, unified whole. This idea doesn't just challenge our understanding of physical space. It suggests that our entire reality is a projection, much like the image of a hologram. So, what we see as the solid, tangible world around us might just be a surface-level illusion, a mere reflection of something much deeper and more complex. Now, Talbot didn't come up with this theory out of nowhere. His ideas were heavily influenced by two other brilliant minds, David Bohm, a renowned physicist, and Karl Pribram, a neurophysiologist. Let's start with Bohm. A protege of Albert Einstein, Bohm was fascinated by the strange behavior of subatomic particles, the tiny building blocks that make up everything in the universe. What he found defied the conventional laws of physics. These particles seemed to know what other particles were doing, even if they were separated by vast distances. It was as if they were communicating instantaneously across space and time in a way that seemed impossible. Bohm began to wonder if this bizarre behavior could be explained by viewing the universe as a hologram, where everything is connected at a deeper, invisible level. On the other hand, Karl Pribram was exploring the mysteries of the human brain. He discovered that memories are not stored in one specific part of the brain, as we once believed, but are spread out almost holographically across the entire brain. This means that, much like a hologram, every part of the brain contains the whole memory. Pribram's research suggested that the brain might actually function like a hologram, processing information in a way that's more fluid and interconnected than previously thought. When you combine Bohm's work in physics with Pribram's discoveries in neuroscience, you get a fascinating possibility. Both the universe and the human brain might operate according to the same holographic principles. This idea forms the backbone of Talbot's holographic universe theory, which challenges the way we think about everything from the nature of reality to the role of human consciousness. So, what does it actually mean if the universe is a hologram? If reality is a projection, as Talbot suggests, then everything we experience, every sight, sound, and touch might not be as solid or fixed as it appears. In a holographic universe, reality is more like a movie being played on a screen. We're living in the projection, but there's a deeper level of existence behind it, one that we can't see directly. It's like watching a 3D movie. You can see and feel the world of the movie, but it's not really there in the way you think. It's just a projection of something else. This idea has mind-blowing implications for how we understand the world around us. For example, it could explain why some phenomena like quantum entanglement seem to defy the laws of classical physics. In quantum entanglement, two particles separated by vast distances appear to be linked, with changes in one affecting the other instantly, no matter how far apart they are. This has baffled scientists for decades. But if the universe is holographic, it makes sense. The two particles aren't really separate. They're connected at a deeper level. Just like different parts of a hologram, Talbot's theory also suggests that reality isn't set in stone. It's malleable, influenced by things like consciousness and intention. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities. If our thoughts and intentions can influence reality, then perhaps we have more power over our experiences than we realize. Imagine your mind as the director of the movie that is your life, shaping the scenes and storylines as you go. Sounds far-fetched, maybe, but it's an idea that forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew about the nature of reality. If reality is a projection, then consciousness, the thoughts and awareness we hold in our minds, might play a much bigger role in shaping the world around us than we've ever imagined. Talbot's theory suggests that our minds don't just passively observe the universe. Instead, they actively participate in its creation. Think about that for a moment. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your very consciousness might be influencing the reality you experience. This concept isn't as far out as it sounds. In fact, it's something we see every day, in phenomena like the placebo effect. When someone believes that a sugar pill is real medicine, their body often responds as if they've taken actual medicine. The belief alone triggers real, measurable changes in the body. This is a perfect example of how consciousness can shape physical reality, just as Talbot's holographic model suggests. But it doesn't stop there. Talbot's theory opens the door to understanding how practices like meditation, creative visualization, and even positive thinking might actually influence the world around us. If the universe is a hologram and our minds are an integral part of that hologram, then it's not so far-fetched to think that our thoughts could directly impact the physical world. It's like having the power to project your thoughts onto the screen of reality, shaping your life in ways you never thought possible. It's a powerful and inspiring idea, one that challenges us to reconsider the potential of the human mind. Talbot's holographic universe theory doesn't just apply to the cosmos. It also offers a fascinating new way to think about the human brain and its relationship to the universe. Remember how Pribram discovered that memories are stored holographically in the brain, with each part of the brain containing the whole memory? Well, if the brain functions like a hologram and the universe operates on holographic principles, then it's possible that our minds and the universe are deeply interconnected. This idea challenges the traditional view that the mind and the physical world are separate. In a holographic universe, they're not two distinct entities. They're different expressions of the same underlying reality. It's like looking at two sides of the same coin. What we experience as mind and matter are just two aspects of the same holographic field, constantly interacting and influencing one another. This connection between the brain and the universe has profound implications for how we understand consciousness and perception. If our brains are holographic processors of information, then the reality we experience might not be a direct reflection of the external world. Instead, it's a mental interpretation, a projection of holographically encoded information. This could explain why our perceptions are often subjective and why two people can experience the same event in completely different ways. It also suggests that our minds might have the potential to tap into the deeper layers of reality, accessing information and experiences that transcend the limits of our physical senses. Okay, so if the universe really is a hologram and our minds are active participants in shaping reality, what does that mean for us in our everyday lives? Well, for starters, it suggests that we have a lot more influence over our experiences than we might think. This idea has practical implications, especially when it comes to things like health, well-being, and personal growth. Take the placebo effect, for example. It's a powerful demonstration of how belief can shape physical reality. When someone believes they're receiving real medicine, their body responds accordingly, even if the treatment is fake. This phenomenon aligns perfectly with Talbot's holographic model, which suggests that consciousness has the power to influence the physical world. If that's true, then practices like visualization, positive thinking, and meditation might be more than just feel-good exercises. They could be tools for actively shaping your reality. People who practice creative visualization focusing on positive outcomes, like healing from illness or achieving personal goals, often report real-world results. According to Talbot's theory, this isn't just coincidence. It's a reflection of the idea that reality is malleable and that our thoughts and intentions can directly influence it. Imagine being able to project your desires onto the canvas of reality, shaping your world through the power of your mind. It's an empowering idea, one that suggests we're not just passive observers in the universe, but active creators of our own experiences.